stretched thin, manually updating listings on Amazon, their Shopify store, and Walmart.com. Social media DMs filled with customer queries went unanswered for hours. Competitors with faster responses and dynamic pricing were eating their market share. The mood in the monthly review was one of fatigue and frustration. A glimpse into a spreadsheet, but into a simple dashboard. Maximize profitable revenue insight emerges. By week 2, Synthocell presented its first insight. The stagnant present. At Global Gadgets Incorporated, sales charts were flat. Their human sales team was stretched thin, manually updating listings on Amazon, their Shopify store, and Walmart.com. Social media DMs filled with customer queries went unanswered for hours. Competitors with faster responses and dynamic pricing were eating their market share. The mood in the monthly review was one of fatigue and frustration. A glimpse of the future. CEO Anya Sharma attended Tech Forward 2025. In a sleek demo, she watched as an AI named Synthocell autonomously managed an entire product launch. It A/B tested ad copy on Facebook, adjusted prices in response to a fake competitor's flash sale, and personally answered customer questions in 5 languages, all in real time. The potential was staggering. The pilot decision. Back at HQ, Anya faced skepticism from her sales VP Mark. It can't build real relationships, he argued. To appease both her ambition and her team's caution, Anya greenlit a 90-day pilot. They would hand over their newest, most promising product line, the high-margin Aurora wireless headphones, to Synthocell. The onboarding ritual. It wasn't just a software install. It was an education. The Global Gadgets team spent a week feeding Synthocell terabytes of sales history, brand voice documents, friendly expert, not too slick, profit margin floors, and warehouse API keys. They connected it to their 7 key channels: website, Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Instagram Shop, TikTok Shop, and their B2B inquiry portal. Defining the mission. In a symbolic moment, Anya typed the AI's first command not into a spreadsheet, but into a simple dashboard. Maximize profitable revenue and market penetration for the Aurora line across all channels. Protect brand reputation. Learn and adapt. She clicked activate. The first quiet moves. For the first 24 hours, Synthocell did nothing but observe. It crawled competitor listings, mapped historical price elasticity, analyzed sentiment in customer reviews, and identified the peak engagement times for their target demographic, ages 25 to 40, on each social platform. It was building its battlefield map. The campaign begins. At 9:05 a.m. on a Tuesday, Synthocell launched its first synchronized campaign. On the website, it placed the Editor's Choice badge on the Aurora listing. On Amazon, it updated the title to include the top 3 trending keywords it had identified. On Instagram, it deployed a story ad featuring a user-generated video of a runner using the headphones, a scenario it had tagged as high engagement. Dynamic pricing in action. At 2:17 p.m., a competing brand, Sonic Blast, dropped their headphone price by 15% on Walmart. Within 3 minutes, Synthocell analyzed the move. Determining Sonic Blast was an inferior product but a volume player, it made a calculated decision. It matched 80% of the price cut on Walmart only, while simultaneously raising the price by 5% on its own website, reinforcing a premium perception. The first AI sale. The notification pinged at 8:43 p.m. A customer on eBay, audio_enthusiast_92, messaged, "Are these compatible with the Xbox Series X for game chat?" In under 2 seconds, Synthocell replied with a verified, friendly, yes. They use a universal protocol. Here's a link to the setup guide. 60 seconds later, the order confirmed notification appeared. The first fully autonomous sale was logged. Cross-channel insight emerges. By week 2, Synthocell presented its first insight. TikTok drives awareness, plus 45% traffic, but Amazon closes sales, plus 70% conversion from TikTok-referred users. Recommendation. Shift 20% of TikTok ad budget to Amazon-sponsored brands targeting keywords found in top-performing TikTok comments. The marketing team, who had debated this for months, was stunned. Proactive inventory orchestration. Synthocell predicted a sales spike for the Black Aurora model based on a trending tech reviewer's YouTube video, which it had flagged. It automatically reserved 300 units from the central warehouse for Amazon fulfillment and sent a gentle alert. Forecast indicates stock depletion for matte black on website in 5.2 days at current rate. Suggests confirming replenishment schedule. The personalized touch. It identified customer number 45892, Sarah L., who had purchased the white Aurora model 47 days prior. Synthocell triggered a personalized email. Hi Sarah. Hope you're loving crystal clear audio on your runs. Protect your investment. A 15% loyalty discount on our silicone case is here for you. Sarah clicked and purchased. Customer lifetime value increased. Handling objections. On a marketplace in Southeast Asia, a potential B2B buyer haggled via chat. Synthocell engaged. I can offer a 7% discount on orders over 50 units, which includes priority shipping. For 100 plus units, we can discuss 12%. How many are you considering? The negotiation, which would have taken a human days of back and forth, was concluded in 12 minutes with an order for 75 units. Crisis aversion. A cluster of 3-star reviews appeared on the website mentioning, left earbud battery drains faster. Synthocell immediately flagged it as a potential quality batch issue, PQI7, for the human QA team. Simultaneously, it paused all paid promotions for the specific SKU linked to that batch and began responding to reviews. We take this seriously. Please contact our support team at link for immediate assistance and a replacement. The seamless handoff. A architectural firm inquired via the B2B portal about 500 headphones for a corporate contract, with specific compliance questions. Synthocell gathered all necessary data, bulk pricing, certifications, delivery timelines, then scheduled a Zoom call for the client with Mark, the sales VP. The meeting invite included a full dossier. Mark walked in prepared and closed the deal in one call. Predictive expansion. Analyzing search volume and competitor density in the DACH region, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, Synthocell recommended listing on a popular European marketplace, techhouse.de. It prepared the translated listings, calculated landed costs with import fees, and proposed an initial launch price. It was no longer just selling, it was scouting new territory, building the 360 degrees customer. Every interaction, from a cart abandonment on the website, to a question on Instagram, to a warranty registration, was synthesized by Synthocell into a unified customer entity. It knew that Mike R. was price-sensitive, researched heavily, and preferred video reviews. Next time he browsed, he'd be served a product comparison video and a limited-time offer. Generating intelligence, not just data. The Friday weekly report no longer had raw spreadsheets. It opened with, key insight. Our ocean blue variant is trending as a gift for dads and lifestyle blogs. Opportunity. Create a perfect Father's Day bundle with a charging dock. Threat. Competitor Volt Audio is preparing a mid-tier headphone launch in Q3, likely targeting our market segment. The human evolution. Mark's team was transformed. Freed from repetitive tasks, they now held AI strategy sessions. They trained Synthocell on new brand narratives, now emphasize sustainability in the EU, curated the best user-generated content for it to amplify, and used its deep analytics to identify and personally nurture the top 5% of enterprise clients. The self-optimizing loop. Synthocell began running constant micro-experiments. Button color on the product page? Add to cart copy? Subject line of the abandoned cart email? It ran multivariate tests 24/7, learning that a simple, "You forgot these" subject line outperformed, "Your cart is waiting," by 11%. Every percentage point was captured autonomously. Predictive procurement. Noting the steady climb in sales velocity and correlating it with upcoming holiday seasons and tech events, Synthocell generated a pre-approved purchase order for 25% more raw materials from their supplier. It sent it to the supply chain manager with a note. To avoid Q4 stockouts and capitalize on projected demand surge from Techtoberfest event. Market maker, not just taker. Synthocell identified an unmet need. customers asking about gaming and work-from-home setups. It recommended to the R&D department, consider developing a detachable boom microphone accessory. Market gap analysis shows high demand, low competition. It had moved from sales to product development strategy. The invisible ecosystem. Synthocell was no longer a separate tool. It was the invisible conductor of Global Gadget's commerce orchestra. It managed cash flow by timing payouts with supplier payments, optimized ad spend in real time across platforms, and even adjusted customer service response sentiment based on the customer's recent interaction history. The ultimate metric. At the end of Q4, Anya looked at the boardroom screen. The Aurora line's revenue was up 240%. Market share in its category had doubled. Customer satisfaction scores were at an all-time high, with response times measured in seconds. The cost of sales had dropped by 18%. Mark raised a glass. To our team, all of us. A new normal. The story ends not with an ending, but with a new beginning. Synthocell, having mastered the Aurora line, is now being quietly on board to Global Gadget's entire catalog. Its mission is subtly updated. Optimize the total commercial health of Global Gadgets. It hums in the cloud, a perpetual learning, selling heartbeat. The central nervous system of a company that is now always awake, always adapting, and everywhere its customers are.